was more willing to just call me out for doing something rather than waiting for like a whiff punish opportunity, or just go with something that was like safe and guaranteed. So like getting anti-aired a lot and things like that. And getting into game 1 on PS2, this is best of 5, of course. So far, Lyra doing a very good job of keeping Corrin above her, which is always good as Cloud. Getting a lot of good early percent. This is starting to get answered back now that Nazza has Foluain in the corner. Limit is on deck, but currently, I was going to say currently Foluain struggling to get out of disadvantage, although that Limit Blade Beam will do the trick. And now, once again, with a nice bit of percentage lead, although now you're in a terrible position as Cloud. Oof, okay, I wasn't entirely sure if Cloud was going to snap to ledge there, and in which case I was wondering if that should have been a potential suicide up B. And not surviving the gauntlet of back airs in the corner. This does feel like a very snowbally matchup. It felt like Foluain was kind of in charge for a lot of that stock, but getting to the corner and instantly you're fighting for your life, as we saw that neutral B nearly killing at 50. Nazza hit me with that. That is quite quite the menace in the corner. Foluain getting rid of that Blade Beam. She doesn't want it. Oh, and I was actually, I think that was bad DI from Lyra there, but to be fair, I thought that was the spacing where the pin wouldn't actually hit. At least definitely if Corrin did the forward pin kick, that it would have just like Cloud would have just like dropped down and hit the floor. So I normally whenever Joel hits me with one of those pins, he just lets me fall to the floor. So I don't know. Can you just quite consistently do the backwards one? I don't think you can. I think that's situational. It was like there's a spacing where the forward one won't work, but the back one will, I guess. But that was unfortunately the Limit just dying before Lyra hit that cross slash in the corner. Unfortunately, just getting one of the hits. Because I think she really thought that was going to be the cross slash for the Limit cross slash for the kill, and now still having to contend to take Nazza's second stock whilst she is in the red on her last. So, and with how much she's getting pinned down, haha, in the corner, this is proving to be quite difficult as soon as Foluain gets put in the corner. It things very much turned to Nazza's favor, and Foluain was playing with some good momentum at points, so this is potentially just going to be a very stage control heavy matchup, which isn't surprising as Cloud. That's the case a lot of the time. Stage control is incredibly important for him because he can die off stage, but also he excels at like keeping people at ledge with his back air. So potentially that's what Lyra might be thinking going into the second game, is that she wants to just focus on keeping stage control, pushing advantage where she can, because she was playing with some good momentum at times. Especially when Corrin was above her. Really, she was catching those landings on the platform, spacing around the landing nair attempts and things like that. And now, unfortunately, I think the Limit just got snuffed out there. I don't know what Lyra pressed, but Limit is indeed gone. And so has her lead. Now Nazza is in advantage state with a percentage lead in the place Corrin wants you to be, which is in the corner. And unfortunately, just dying, I think, potentially to an air dodge there. It looked like Lyra had survived the actual hit, but the air dodge killed her, as sometimes happens when you air dodge too close to the blast zone. Now, all of a sudden, it feels like one of the... probably say this a lot on comms, but one of the big buffs that make Corrin like a much more fearsome character is the fact that they got a pretty big damage buff to a lot of their moves, and it doesn't feel like Lyra's been hit that much, but she's already at, well, kill percent apparently to Nair back air. Just a couple of like simple hits and you're already at 50, and then you get thrown into the corner and then you get Nair back air and you're dead. And now, already at 72, and again, it feels like hardly anything's transpired in that time. But, you know, Lyra's still got a stock to take, well, 3 stocks to take, I mean, but still got this this first stock to take, whilst she is now in red percents on her last. And in the corner. Unfortunately, the forward air contending with the projectile of the Fang shot, but not actually hitting Corrin herself, and getting chomped by whatever it's called, Dragon Fang shot, chomp. Going into game 3 now, Nazza looking nice and comfy here. Foluain is on her tournament gain, cannot afford to lose any more or she'll be out. And we're sticking on PS2. It feels like I don't necessarily know what a stage change would do. I'm personally someone that does like to just sometimes try out another stage just to see how it feels. And I don't know. I feel like I'm surprised there wasn't some kind of change after games 1 and 2 were on the same stage, and game 2 just went, yes, of course. Game 2 went slightly worse than game 1.
Hi. How's it going?
It's 2-0 to Nazza. It is. What is this? Is it loser semis? Oh, good. I thought I was playing... Wait. Where are you in the bracket?
I'm out.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
I got 3-0 by Nazza.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's
I
right.
was trying to like figure... So I'm playing... Yeah, I am playing the winner of this. I was thinking you still had a game to play. But I was... It's weird
no more
like,
gaming for me.
Because Jam's out and you're out.
Yeah, right, yeah. I believe the top 2 seeds today, probably?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Upsets are happening. Damn, this stock's been going a while. Onto fairly high percents, and now Nazza getting the first one.
We've seen this a lot at the last 2 games where percentages are kept relatively even, like the first stock, and then Nazza takes the first stock, and then Lyra really struggles to get that Corrin off her first stock, although finally doing it with an up tilt of all things.
Yeah, but already on 52%, the
no, that's
beautiful
what I was
American
saying.
air dodge into the stage. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if Lyra can get anything started here. The cross slash does connect enough. These are doing work. Let's go.
Already 60% in the corner. This is where Cloud wants his opponent, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
It does feel like this...
Oh wow.
There's potentially some just weird landing pancaking there.
Yeah, but too long on the ledge. Yeah, you can't do that. Nazza getting the timing like perfect for that. It's crazy. And yeah, just up being out of that. It didn't get the second hit, but it's enough to stop the pressure, which is what you want. And now Lyra just struggling a little bit to find a good way in, but we've got these hits. Nazza trying to get a combo landing aerial started. To no avail right now. Yeah, it's not quite.
Slash not getting beaten out by Corrin's up B.
Yeah. Big hitbox on that. It's going to be hard to do it from that angle. I don't know what you should do to... I'm sure Cloud has something. There is... I think when I played Azalea's Cloud, what he'd do a lot is the really precise, like Lara tried to do there, run off stage, double jump down air.
Right.
And if you position that just right, you can hit ledge.
Could you not potentially just two-frame with it on stage against Corrin?
Yeah, you can also do that. But if you do it lower, then you've got more of a window, I think, if you jump up with it. Oh, DIing out, but not reaching
with her back
with
to the stage. You can't make it back. Anyway, I will hop
Swift 3-0 from Nazza. All right. And now getting the run back on Jamubi. Nazza winning 4-0 over F. I am very curious to see the result of a best of 5. Oh, what? Oh. Okay. What was that? Oh, okay. Okay.